Hello world, and we are back in Warplane Orange, our PBEM campaign as the ally. So let us see what the turn has in store for us now. At least the combat turn. We had last turns some good fights, otherwise, and I and Jonathan had a break of this game for 2 weeks now, but for you it will continue very flawlessly. I don't suspect a great offensive of the Japanese forces at the moment, at least naval-wise. At China we should do very well for what we have. Oh, he is unloading more troops at Tianjin. Coastal guns do not do a lot. So at night nothing happens. Very nice. So it's end of September 22 year. Very well. Unloading at Tianjin and nothing of our naval guns here, sadly. So okay, well then we go straight into the ground phase. No torpedo attacks from my submarines, no naval combat from his side. Very well. He's shock attacking at Manila. Very interesting indeed. So he got a little bit more troops, or stays the same. Interesting, but he will not bring us down at this point in time. I hope that the two dreadnoughts who are currently anchored at Manila are at 0 fire and 0 flotation damage, and we have to decide, or I have to decide, where I bring them to. If I bring them to Singapore, Hong Kong, or Colombo, maybe even Sydney, we have to see. We have to wait and buy our time, it seems. The question is how long we will stand with our naval forces at Manila, so because he is reorganizing. I guess he's even reorganizing very fast. He has lost the Nagato, which is one of his current battleships, but definitely better. Modern battleships, even modern, not current but modern. Which is a very good battleship. So you have to look out. So bombarding. Okay, so bombarding phase have ended, and now he is shock attacking. But we have high caliber guns with the 1st Independent Coastal Artillery Battalion and the 92nd Philippine Coastal Artillery Regiment. Yeah. Even the tanks are charging. We will see what the tanks can really do at this point in time. But no air attacks beforehand, which means bad weather, I guess, which is good for us in air and naval terms. So he's losing quite a good amount of AV. Or was it board? Yeah, a little bit, at least. Yeah, the SNLF forces are pretty bad. Maybe we'll lose the fortifications again, because his engineers are attacking. We will see. but yeah, it's, he brings definitely more and more and more forces towards Manila to really bring it down. But luckily we have the operation ongoing to unload at least some supply into Manila, so maybe we can hold out a little bit more. And the good thing is, over the course of the next month, we get the British Southeast Asia Squadron with a good amount of at least current British dreadnoughts, and with that we can, with them and the Americans together, we can fight back against the Japanese one. So maybe we can say that Manila will survive. Questionably so, but maybe it's a maybe. So where we are, 7th Infantry Brigade, yeah, okay, we coming to a close here. In Manila. Interesting is that the rest of the Philippines, or at least Liet and Samar and some other smaller bases, are still in our hands. Very nice. Seems that we are losing some points by our artillery and over the board by our infantry, cavalry regiment foremost. Yeah, he's throwing a high amount of men against it, but okay, 0 to 4, 600 to 2,700. Wow, 600 AV of him against 2,700 of ours. That's pretty good. If we were to divide it by 4, we would be what, by near 700 AV, if I'm right. And this is only with fortification level 1. Yeah, our troops are very, very excellent, and we have good commanders there, at least in the American units. He's losing 2,500 men and 37 guns, and we're losing 700 men and 22 guns. Most of them, I guess, AA guns or maybe shorter artillery guns. That's overall, it evens that it's okay. He's bombarding at Tsingtao. Okay, like I expected. But our troops moved out, at least what should move out. The Quad Coup and 2 Chinese corps are staying there at the moment. But they said he's not attacking, so that's good for us. Maybe he will attack next turn. Okay. Maybe even with Air Force. We will see. Yeah. Only lost 1 gun and 745 men. We bombard at Tincienza. Can charge it up. He loses 3 men and 11 guns. Okay. And we bombard at Tsingtao, where, yeah, our 8 155mm guns are excellent guns. He's losing 7 guns and 150 men. Wow. We bombarding at Manila. Yeah, okay, he loses at least 1 vehicle and 9 men, so okay. At least something. So that was the turn. Interesting to start again. Tabor Nur expands airfield to size 4 and Nanking expands airfield to size 4. Nice to see here. So thank you for watching. Servus. And bis many Stukas.